Hi, and welcome to Skydrone's webinar. I'm glad to see all of you today, and it's a great honor for me to tell you more about the product we've been working on hard for a while. My name is Kirill Shilov. I'm founder and CEO of Skydrones Technologies. First of all, we will start with the introduction of Skydrones, our core expertise as a company, and other products which are already available. Next, we will take a look at the updated product we introduced today. I will tell you more about it, its features, and how it's integrated into the drone technology stack. Feel free to ask any questions during the presentation in the chat here or via email you see on the screen right now. I cannot guarantee that I will be able to answer all of them due to the limited term of the webinar, but we will try to group the questions and answer them as much as we can. Also, your questions will be used to prepare FAQ section for the website later. So if you don't hear an answer today, no worries about that. Check out our website later and the answers will appear there within a few days. The central part of today's presentation is the focus on enterprise drone operations and how we empower drone manufacturers and drone service providers to build and operate drones for commercial applications. At Skydrones, we focus on both hardware and software products, from flight control to connectivity and cloud-based drone fleet management. Our technology helps new drone ventures to reduce their time to market from years down to a few months, and in some cases, even just weeks. Probably this might sound a bit difficult, but no worries. To make it simpler, I will give an example. Honestly, we've been asked quite often to give a comparison of what we do with some different industry. Well, the best example is to point to the largest corporation of nowadays and their success. Just take a look at Airbnb. It owns no real estate at all. Uber has almost no cars, but they both still play an extremely important role in the accommodation and mobility industry. And in the 21st century, it's all about creating the ecosystem and platform for operations. Therefore, we are quite good to say that Skydrones has almost no drones, but at the same time, it plays a very important role in the drone industry. So you can find our products inside various drones aimed at different applications. And our technology is used by numerous well-known companies. The same way as we have our partners' technology integrated in our software products. And we have been also featured in the leading drone industry media, and our significant achievements are quite well covered there as well. So let's suppose that you're a new company who wants to design a drone, manufacture it, sell it, and make business out of it. Or maybe you're an already established business, but you still want to bring drones to your daily operations and enhance efficiency or maybe safety. Or you would like to build a business which brings benefits to people by operating drones. But regardless of your exact plans, let's call that customer applications. And since this is the main reason why you want drones, this sits at the very top and has the #1 priority. However, to make this happen, you would have to rely on some other layers in this pyramid of success. In particular, those are payload and sensor integration. This is the equipment which allows you collecting the data from drones and bringing the value to the system. Then it's onboard connectivity. This is the vital component to manage the data acquisition process and being connected to operator in the field, manager back in the office, and the cloud. And the last but not least, this is the flight control, navigation, and mission planning. So this is the component which makes the drone able to fly and brings the autonomy features. You can see that layers are below applications and they are quite complex. So it takes time and knowledge to build them, and they are critical and cannot be skipped. And this is where Skydrones come. During the last decade, we have developed the layers #2, 3, and 4 to make sure that your business can concentrate on the layer #1, the commercial applications. I believe that all of you will agree with me that the future of drones is all about the connectivity. So if you're running a fleet of drones, then they might need to be communicating to each other to build complex wireless networks. The drone can be controlled manually with secure direct connection to the ground. Or drone can also have LTE connection to the headquarters, sharing the real-time video feeds, telemetry, and payload data. For instance, operator with the drone can be on the flight location, and the data can be captured in real time to the headquarters. Then the inspection process will be completed with all the data collected even before the drone is back on the ground. Capabilities of such technology are unlimited. Or, as it's commonly said these days, the sky is no longer the limit. And today, we are happy to introduce the updated key product in this ecosystem, which is called SmartLink. SmartLink is not an entirely new product. It's the next generation of SmartLink Range, which became even better. The system features 3 data links in one. There is no need to use multiple separate telemetry systems anymore. SmartLink features AES-256 secured HD video channels, both for FPV and payload cameras, telemetry and manual control, with ultra-low latency transmission, and the range can be up to 20 kilometers. You can see the ground module here on the desk. It's pretty compact, and it can be connected using the USB cable to the laptop, tablet, or computer. Or if you plan to use LTE connection, then you don't need the ground module at all. Only SmartLink Air module has to be installed on the drone. So let's take a look at what's included in the set. Are you curious? So it includes everything you need to start working with the system and benefit from its functions. So first of all, that's the Air module. Let's take a closer look. Air module is capable of handling 2 real-time HD video streams from cameras. These are CSI and HDMI. That's also the autopilot telemetry port and control. It also has plenty of resources for user applications, various interfaces like USBs, UARTs, I2Cs, SPIs. They allow you to connect payload and tightly integrate that with the flight control and ground control station. LTE connection is available as an option, and it's just plug and play in these USB ports. The most important interfaces are MIDI CSI port for FPV camera, which is included, by the way, in the set, and micro HDMI for payload camera connection. On the back side, we have USB ports, which allow you to connect LTE modem, satellite modem, or any other peripherals. Front module has the power supply input and USB port. The USB port allows you to connect the unit to any type of a ground station, including laptops, desktops, computers, tablets, and smartphones. So both air and ground units have integrated fans, which will be enabled at high output power and high ambient temperature to prevent the overheating of the module. So as I mentioned earlier, the set is equipped with the FPV camera, so you can use that as FPV for first-person view flights and get a very good quality of the video. That can be up to 1080p and 60 FPS. So additionally, we have the micro HDMI port and include the cable, which is here. So this is mini HDMI to micro HDMI, and that's actually quite difficult to source that. So we made sure that you have them straight away to avoid any hassles and delays during the installation process. And of course, we do enclose all antennas. Air module has 3 dBi antennas. We use 50 centimeter cable, so you can easily mount them on your drone and wire the cable to the air module. The ground module antennas are 5 dBi, again enclosed in the set. And yeah, definitely all the cables like power supply and telemetry cable are enclosed in the set, so you don't need to worry about that. All right, so very cool, but what's next? I think it's time for the live demo. So let's set it all up and see how it works. So first of all, let's take a look at the air module. We need to attach the antennas first. It's not allowed to power on the air module without the antennas, because the output power can damage the amplifier. So take the first antenna, connect that, take the second antenna and connect that using the SMA cable. So once we have the air module antennas connected, this is how it looks like. So as the next step, we do connect the power cable, which goes into the power port right here. Here it is. Next, we connect the telemetry cable, which is going to the autopilot. Here it is. So make sure to connect that with the correct side. This is the side which goes into the air module. That's connected. Also, let's connect the camera. So you can use something sharp to make sure to unlock the socket, or you can just put that applying a little bit of the pressure, just like that. So the CSI camera is connected to the CSI camera port. Here it is. So let's put that aside for a while. And now we would also need the power supply. So we would recommend you using the SmartEP PDB, which can also available from the Skydrone store. So here is how it looks like. It allows to distribute the power for the copter itself to the ESCs and motors, and also that provides 5 volts and 12 volts at 5 amps. And this is we normally use for powering the air module. So you just connect the power supply to 5 volts port of the PDB. This is how it looks like. And we also don't need the autopilot. So for this reason, we use the SmartEP Max autopilot, which is again the flagship flight controller from Skydrones. And we connect the telemetry cable to the radio port, which is right here, radio, and that's connected. So this is how the entire setup looks like. Next step, we take the ground module. Here it is. And we connect 2 antennas to the ground module. The first antenna and the second antenna. So once that's connected, we also need the power supply cable. So it's equipped with XT60 connector, and that goes into the power supply port. So let's put that aside. And we also do have the micro HDMI to mini HDMI cable for the video camera, for payload camera. So if you would like to connect the payload camera, you will find this cable included in the set. And the HDMI connection, it actually goes right here. So that's pretty much done. Now I will connect the batteries and the system will be available and live. So now once we have the setup fully assembled, we can power it on. First of all, make sure that everything is wired up properly. Otherwise it can damage the system. So we double checked everything, and now we can power the PDB by connecting that to the battery. So I connect the negative and I connect positive. So we can see that the LEDs started being solid here on the air module. So it's booting up. Let's put that aside. Now we take the LiPo battery and we connect that to the ground module power supply. So again, we can see the LEDs on the ground module started to work. So this sequence means that it's booting, and then the modules will be searching for each other. So at the same time, we can connect the micro USB cable, which is going to the ground module. So that's connected. And then we can connect the other part of the cable to computer. So once we have everything connected, we can start the SmartPGCS application. So it's booting up, asks for the permission.
Connected with direct.
Connected automatically, and we can see the real-time video feed is just right here. So we are connected. Hello, here we are. This is the video camera. Here you can see the live video feed. So we are pretty good. You can see there is almost no latency. It's less than 50 milliseconds. So you can see it's pretty fast. Just want to find that. Yeah, here we are. So yeah, this is pretty much, you can have all the video, all telemetry. So you can do a full screen map. Unfortunately, we are not connected at the moment, so we don't have the map. But you can do full screen video, or if there is another video source connected, you can have the second video just right here in the same application. Also cool thing that you can change the parameters for the radio module just right here. So you click and the parameter is loaded automatically. So you can change the frequency, you can change the bandwidth, and you can change the transmission power. Also, you do have the information about the SNR, which is signal to noise ratio, and RSSI, received signal strength indication. And also you can change the security parameters like network ID and encryption key. And yeah, once again, I want to mention that the connection is AES-256 encrypted. So now when we know how it works, let's take a look at the entire ecosystem and how SmartLink is integrated there. SmartPGCS, which you just saw before, is the multi-platform ground control station software for configuration, mission planning, flight analytics, and much more. The software runs on any commercial hardware, as well as dedicated hardware or any other third-party ground control hardware. MEV-Link communication protocol makes it compatible with products from other vendors. SmartEP and SmartLink work together in perfect harmony, and let's take a closer look at the demo video. The cool thing about this integration is that you can watch two video feeds from two cameras in real time. And this allows you to connect FPV camera, which you saw before, and payload camera. And there is zero latency between switching the video feeds. Also, you can select various streaming options, including bitrate settings and optimization for quality of the video or the latency of the video, depending on what you need. At the end of this flight, you can check the detailed battery status information. So this video was taken by our partners, UK-based Clockworks Technologies. They design and build precision-engineered carbon fiber drones for professional applications and achieved more than hour flight time. So if you're looking for ready-to-fly enterprise drone platforms, make sure to take a look at the Clockworks products website. Another software product in the ecosystem is Skydrones Cloud. This is the web-based application for overall and individual drone performance monitoring, remote control, user management, inventory management, flight log storage, and artificial intelligence-inspired analytics. The most important thing is that all Skydrones products are integrated into the cloud, allowing easy cooperation with the team and across multiple devices. So Skydrones Cloud is just like Google Analytics, but for drones. And you can sign up for Skydrones Cloud at cloud.sky-drones.com. And you would only need your email. We do not ask for any credit cards, and it's absolutely free to use. Just go and check it out yourself. I already do have my own account, so let's take a closer look at the most interesting features. You probably know how to plan the flight mission with waypoints, but did you do that when flying in complex terrain environments? Were you tired of looking at the elevation profiles and figuring out how the mission is going to look like in 3D? So all these issues are in the past now. You can just add waypoints interactively and view the flight from any perspective. You can rotate, you can change the view angle, you can tilt, you can view from surface, and then you can back to orthogonal view right before finishing with just one click. You can adjust the waypoint's position and altitude interactively with basically the best mission planning user experience possible at the moment. Another thing which is integrated in Skydrones Cloud is UTM. With the help of Altitude Angel, our users can automatically load airspace information while checking the map during the mission planning. Viewing airspace in 3D is now possible from any angle, and detailed area-specific information is laid out clearly with potential risks and hazards. Also, pilots can plan the mission and submit that to Altitude Angel to flight authorization to get it. And once the flight is authorized, it's publicly registered and then appears at the drone safety map from Altitude Angel. And again, if you would like to try these features, just go and sign up at Skydrones Cloud. It's already available for all. Another powerful thing we offer is the drone flight analytics. So that's available in the cloud and provides detailed insights about each flight. This is very valuable information for vehicle maintenance, pilot rating management, and of course the compliance reports. Also, Skydrones Cloud allows to fly drones in real time with 4G and eventually 5G LTE. You can plan your mission online and see it progress with the real-time telemetry and video. Again, these features which are already available just right away. So all you need is just to create an account, get the hardware, and started flying. So now when we saw each product in detail behind the ecosystem for drone manufacturers and drone operators, we can zoom out again and see the key components of Skydrones. So therefore, now you know that it's not just the flight control and navigation. It's a lot more. It includes the cloud connectivity, fleet management, web-based control, LTE connectivity, mission planning, AI analytics, payload integration, account management, video streaming and processing, and of course, remote software updates. So yeah, I think this pretty much ends my presentation and webinar for today. And now I guess it's time to answer your questions. So we have collected them during the presentation. Many thanks for that. Similar questions were grouped into one just to save time, thanks to our team behind the scenes. So let's start. So yeah, the first question, and that's the most important one, I think. When SmartLink will be available for purchase? So the answer is yes, it's already available for purchase. Just feel free to go to our website, sky-drones.com. We have the section called Online Store listing all our products. And there you will be able to find SmartLink set we just demonstrated today, as well as all the individual components from Skydrones. So feel free to start placing your orders. Next question is about where can I find the detailed description? Again, this can be found on our website. If you would like just generic tech description, it's available on the SmartLink product page. Just go to sky-drones.com/smartlink. If you need detailed documentation, please go to docs.sky-drones.com. Is there a PDF documentation for SmartLink available? So this is partially answered in my previous comment. We don't have the dedicated PDF documentation, but what we do have is the online portal for all documentation related to Skydrones products. So feel free to find it at docs.sky-drones.com. Maybe we can just have the link here on the screen. Yeah, thanks for that. So how can I connect cameras to SmartLink? SmartLink has two camera ports, one CSI and one HDMI. CSI camera included in the set, which is very convenient. Therefore, camera connections are just plug and play. Next question is, what about the software? How can I use the mission computer? So the answer is that we are more than happy to work with our partners and customers and provide them full access to the system. Also, you can count on the support of our development team in case you have any questions or need any support with this. What is the range of SmartLink? The range really depends on the many different things, including the antennas, installation, environment conditions, and etc. So, for instance, using CE regulations, which are 20 dBm, 100 milliwatts, the range would be roughly 4-6 kilometers. When using FCC, which assumes 30 dBm output power, which is same as 1000 milliwatts, you can get up to 20 kilometers range. Is it possible to have even longer range? Yeah, good question. So if you need longer range, I would recommend the LTE option. This is hassle-free option. This has unlimited range, but at the same time, of course, provided that the drone stays within the LTE coverage area. But if there is no 4G coverage, then you can use higher gain antennas, which can help extending the range for a few dozens of kilometers. What is your manufacturing capability? Next question. Well, it depends on your requirements, but I can say for sure that we can manufacture SmartLinks in hundreds per month easily, or even thousands per month, which is also possible very soon. Where is SmartLink manufactured? So this is the good follow-up question to the previous one. SmartLink is manufactured in the certified factory in the United Kingdom, and we only do use the components from the trusted certified vendors. Is it possible to manufacture your own SmartLink? Well, yes. If you're a large volume manufacturer, we can help you with setting up the licensing and setting up the SmartLink production in your local region. just to save time and resources and money on logistics. So if this is something you would like to discuss in details, just please drop us a message at info@skydrones.com or using the contact form on the website, and our team will get back to you as soon as possible to clarify the details and discuss that. So yeah, well, I think that's pretty much all. So this covers everything. The rest of the questions will be answered on our website and newsletter, so make sure not to miss it. Thanks for watching my presentation, and I hope that you really enjoyed this. And please do stay tuned for more updates from Skydrones. Again, thanks for watching. See you in the next videos and webinars, and bye-bye.